Like most operations in this part of the world, we have a base cow herd. That base cow herd consists of about 1,000 cows on each property. They each give birth to a calf in the fall. We brand them in the winter and wean them from those cows in the spring and summer. Where we differ from a lot of operations on California's Central Coast is that whereas most of those calves are sold by other ranchers, we hold on to them and raise them to a finished weight of 1,200 pounds or more entirely on grass. And then those animals are sold, those grass-fed cattle are sold primarily, almost exclusively, to a single retailer and sold as grass-fed beef throughout Southern California. Ranching is unique across the spectrum of agriculture. These properties are not just home to our cattle, but also home to thousands of plant and animal species. This 82,000 acres is a singular intact piece of wildlife habitat. That's an incredibly important environmental benefit in of itself. We have 7 watersheds housed entirely within the confines of this property. We are not just cattle ranchers here, we are stewards of this incredible place. Well-managed grazing absolutely benefits the landscape. We're continuously moving cattle throughout the ranch. Our cow herd is split up into multiple different subgroups, and we are moving them between pastures on the property. Of course, in order to keep weight on the cattle, keep them healthy, but also so that we don't overgraze any one area, that we're keeping a suitable seed bank, that we're only impacting the landscape as minimally as possible to allow for ample regrowth. We also use cattle to beat back brush and mixed chaparral mostly, and invasive species. We maintain a fairly constant battle against noxious weeds and other species that threaten these native landscapes and grasslands especially. We manage grazing very carefully here. We have a roster of full-time cowboys which are looking after not just the animals, but the state of these individual pastures. The San Simeon Ranch is carved into about 24 different grazing areas, themselves ranging from a couple hundred to 20,000 plus acres. We want to go in and assess the condition of that and move those cattle when the time is right, so that we have an ample seed bank in order for the annual species especially to regenerate. We don't want to overly impact our perennial or riparian vegetation at the same time. These are wild, rugged, expansive spaces. We give cows a lot of room to be cows and to lead very natural lives.